As a woman with 3 degrees, Butker is absolutely right, and I'm not offended by anything in his speech. Hey guys, welcome back to Added Context, where we talk about all of the craziness that's unavoidable in the world, but filtering it through a Gen Z Christian perspective in hopes to bring glory to Christ in every avenue of our life. So people are absolutely livid online because of Harrison Butker's speech that went viral.
I think it is you, the women, who have had the most diabolical lies told to you. How many of you are sitting here now, about to cross this stage, and are thinking about all the promotions and titles you are going to get in your career? Some of you may go on to lead successful careers in the world, but I would venture to guess that the majority of you are most excited about your marriage.
Oh, y'all didn't think I was gonna let that sexist
NFL player for the Kansas City Chiefs. You probably know the Kansas City Chiefs because of Travis Kelce, who's dating Taylor Swift. Now, context, Harrison Butker gave this speech at a Catholic college. Now, I am not Catholic. I'm very Protestant. I'm Reformed. That being said, we share a lot of the same values with Catholics. Many of us value marriage, life, and traditional values. In terms of women dreaming to be mothers and him praising his stay-at-home wife, saying that he wouldn't be able to do what he does if it wasn't for his wife's dedication in their home, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And if you think that's misogynistic, then you don't understand English, because someone disagreeing with you and expressing a different opinion does not make them bigoted. There's absolutely nothing wrong with a woman working, okay? I work. There's plenty of my friends who work or work from home. There's nothing inherently sinful about working. What is wrong is when you prioritize your work over your family. And as Christian women, we should always prioritize our family above work. I have 3 degrees, biochemistry, philosophy, and economics, one of which is a master's degree. So I'm by no means saying not to be educated and not to go to school. I loved my time in education, and I was offered phenomenal careers, and I chose to go down the path of ministry. If you're not a mother, as a Christian woman, nothing he said should have rubbed you the wrong way or been controversial. Titus 2:3-5 says, "Likewise, teach the older women to be reverent in the way of life, not to be slanderous or addicted to much wine, but to teach what is good, that they can train the younger women to love their husbands and children, to be self-controlled and pure, to be busy at home, to be kind, to be subject to their husbands, so that no one will malign the word of God." It's very clear here in this context that our priority, should God give us a husband, should God give us kids, is at home. If you're single, then use your singleness and steward it well for the glory of God. But if you're married and you're a Christian, then you should desire those things. And that's good to desire those things. It's completely possible to be content in your singleness while still praying and asking the Lord to bring you those things. 1 Timothy 5:14 says, "So I counsel younger widows to marry, to have children, to manage their homes, to give the enemy no opportunity to slander." And it's very clear that if you're a woman and God has blessed you with a family, sure, you can still work, but the thing that you should use to navigate that decision, that your primary focus is at home to your children and your husband. Again, that doesn't mean you can't work at all. I have a good friend whose mom works and she still is a great mother and a great wife. That doesn't mean don't work. It means that you need to prioritize your family as God has called you to. You're not obeying some societal or trad standard, okay? I'm not vibing with the Redpill stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. What I am talking about is just honoring the Lord and loving your family well. Proverbs 14:1 says that the wise woman invests in her home. Proverbs 31 is the passage that we all look to aspire to be a godly woman, and she did do forms of work outside of her home. That said, she never made her home suffer so that she can work outside home. She's described as diligent. And as Christian women, there should be nothing controversial about what he said. Absolutely insane. There's a whole petition going around right now to get him kicked off the Chiefs. As demand the Kansas City Chiefs to dismiss Harrison Butker. Again, I say this as a woman who freelances, has her own side hustle, works full-time in ministry. Like, I do a lot of stuff. I'm by no means saying to just sit around and twiddle your fingers until your knight in shining armor comes. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is to be active as a Christian woman, to be active in your local community, active in your church. It's okay to have a career, but also do it in light of what your heart desires and how you can glorify the Lord. For example, for me, I do have the desire to homeschool my kids. I do have the desire to be a wife. I do have the desire for all of those things. Has God given me those things yet? No, but am I still continuing to ask God for those things and trusting that if he says no or yes, I'm still going to be content in him? Yes, absolutely. And there is a possibility to be balanced. So do I find any of his statements offensive? Absolutely not, because I know that despite my 3 degrees, all of my accomplishments, all of my accolades, the thing that I will be most proud of should the Lord see fit to give me is being a wife and a mother. Thanks so much for tuning in to Added Context, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Respectful disagreement is always welcomed. I love when when you guys share your perspective, because disagreeing with me does not make you bigoted, and I understand that, and I think you guys understand that too. So make sure you like this video if you enjoyed it or if it just made you think. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an out of context episode, and I'll see you guys next time.